Welcome back to Misadventures SMP. Last episode we built this giant wall as the perimeter around my abandoned garden build. And today I want to start adding things into the garden. But of course first, we need to grind. We need to get so many different kinds of resources and blocks I rarely build with. I also haven't gone back to my base in like 3 weeks. Home sweet home. And it looks like I got a new thing on the mail. I think this is a tiny copper bulb. And we also have mail. The Post Office 101. Okay. And slime. Somebody sneezed in my mailbox. You were. And we also have a weathered copper bulb. Let's put it with my other heads. Yeah. It wasn't me. Just don't worry about this. Let's just add this here. Yay, it's so cute. And this book here is explaining that the post office is basically open and we can buy stamps and mail things. I want to mail things. Don't mind me getting distracted again. We can do the resource grind later. I mean, it's so exciting to just send people mail, especially people I've never interacted with before or ever met before because time zones and stuff. I must not do something cringe. And the post office is right there and it has a rat and it looks so cute. And there are birdhouses on the trees. Look at this beautiful building where I'm gonna spend all my money. The Misadventurers post office. And these are symbols for all the people we can send mail to. And we also have me with a little honeycomb. And then here's where we can buy the stamps. And look at them, they're so pretty. I kind of want to just buy them to just have them. But also I'm poor. I think we just put the money here and then just take a Zone 1 stamp. Look, it's a little rat on it. How about we mail to Zombie Cleo? I've literally never met her before. Imagine how weird it would be to just receive mail from me. The Awkward Fanger arc continues. How about we just send her a bunch of flowers because I have tons of them. I was gonna send mail.
Oh, amazing. Let's see, we can do it manually.
Martin showed me how the post office worked and I gave him the stamp and the random stuff for Cleo, which was flowers and an armor stand because she likes armor stands. I'm so cringe.
Oh yeah, another thing. If you ever receive mail, you'll be able to tell because you will have a lit copper bulb on the top of your mailbox.
Ooh.
Or if you have no mail in there currently, then you'll have an unlit one. So if you ever open your mailbox, take the stuff out, if you can swap the bulbs back, that would be splendid.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Yeah, it's like a little signal.
I put it in my inventory.
Oh, did you?
I was like, ooh, I shall put this in my base. Mail has been sent. Cleo's gonna have no idea who sent this to her. And I should also swap out the copper bulb at my mailbox with the weathered one and not display them in my base as decor. But now the grind has to continue and I don't have a lot of resources. I'm gonna need so much coarse dirt and so far I only have this. And my shovel is kind of almost broken and it doesn't have mending. So I'm thinking let's get distracted again before we go resource grinding. But we're gonna do something for the resource grinding because I really want to get some mending books and I don't have any. I only had 2 and they went right on my armor so it's no longer breaking in the dungeons. So I'm gonna need to go in the crypt and hopefully get lucky and get mending. There is mending in there, just on a pickaxe. And about 10 dungeon runs later, I got a whole shulker box full of things and a little bit more. And look, I actually got lucky. I got so many mending books. I actually haven't counted them yet. Let's see how many we have. I put all the valuables in this box and we have 4 mending books. We have this cool warrior's chestplate and enchanted golden apples and 13 diamonds. We're so rich. And then we also got a bunch of other good enchants and we also got some weird ones. Necromancy and Kiss of Death. You know, that sounds kind of sus, not gonna lie. We already have a custom enchant on the sword, Blight, which basically poisons my enemies. And I'm not really sure on which tool you can put Kiss of Death because it doesn't go on the sword. But look, Necromancy can go on the axe. Should we do it? I'm scared. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. I'm doing it. Should we try this on some unsuspecting animals? Let's go to the resource world. Oh, there are some sheep. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Does anything happen? No. What does this do? I don't know what this does. It doesn't do anything to them. I thought it would do something like vampire, bring them back to life. There's a skelly behind me. Hello? I think it brought me this skelly. Hi, you're nodding at me? He's my friend. Wait, I have a pet skelly? I can't bring him home. No. What the heck? I swear I'm not in creative mode. Wait, it disappeared. What? That was the weirdest thing ever. Let's go home, I'm scared. I'm gonna put Unbreaking 2 on the sword because now it has Unbreaking 3. And now I'm almost out of XP levels. Let's see if I can get at least 1 mending. Yes, on the shovel and on the axe. And that's my anvil gone. Good that I still have so much iron in here. And I also put mending on my pickaxe, so now we have it on all 3 tools, but not on the sword yet because I don't have enough XP levels. And since we have a new anvil, I can also use it to name my sheep because I asked you guys in the comments and we got a really cute name. Where's my sheep? Your name's gonna be Holly. It's such a cute fluffy cloud name. I love the sheep. Come on, Holly, let's go back to the crypt. I also traded my 9 enchanted golden apples in Orchidia and got super mega rich. Look at me, and I have 15,000 coins. I never had that much money before. And I need to save it all and not spend it on weird stuff, like tiny bird houses. Oh, the temptation. And now the crypt is gonna be our XP farm. We put the shovel in the offhand, and then let's slay the skellies. And then mend our tools. And now we finally have enough to put mending on the sword. And look, my shovel is basically mended. Now everything is mending. I even found 2 mending armor pieces, so everything is fine. Nothing will break again. And in between grinding the dungeons, I also met up with Drift because she had something really cool for me. I see her. She's in her house. Look, there's the name tag. Hello. Drift.
What are you doing?
You know, grinding. I'm poor. Give me
Trying
money.
to get resources? What do you need?
Terracotta. Lots of it. So much terracotta.
What you building?
Flowers.
Why?
Secrets.
Come on. Can I just have like a little teaser?
Okay, just a tiny teaser. Okay, so there's gonna be a garden and it's gonna be big.
Ooh.
A big
okay.
garden. No spoilers.
And?
There are flowers in the garden.
There's flowers.
Yeah.
So are you making the flowers out of terracotta?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. You can dye the terracotta.
Do you need a... Well, okay, this is actually funny because I found a mesa the other day and I actually have a ton of terracotta. I grabbed some for Avid and also I have like a ton extra that's not orange. Do you want some?
Yes. Please.
However,
What?
If I give you a ton of terracotta, could I ask for something in return?
I'm poor. I have no money, but yes.
Okay, well, how about... Can I ask for like a favor then?
Yeah, that's kind of sus. I'm scared. What is the favor?
It's not sus. Okay.
Yay. Ooh. Dude, that's loads.
But can I show you maybe what you could do for me in return?
I hope I don't have to die in the pits.
No. Just follow me. It's a little bit of a trek.
But I could also make you...
Yeah, we need a road here. This
I
is
drowned!
really dangerous.
I fell in a hole. Oh my god. No, I fell in again!
Oh no, you did it again!
The sheep can't jump! It's so bad at jumping!
That's my wizard tower behind us. And over here is a town that I'm kind of building up. It's gonna be like a lot of fun, magical things involved with this. Basically, the whole idea is that there's like hidden magic that the townspeople don't really know about because it's long and forgotten. So I've got like a really cute little farmhouse here where an NPC is gonna live. I need to add some magic to the area. And I was wondering if you could help me. So you mentioned you're making flowers today, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that means you're obviously really good at building like organics and stuff.
Maybe.
Do you think you could help me build out like maybe 1 or 2 organics around here?
Ooh, I could do that.
You have a couple options. I either like a couple of magical crops in a field. There's also a pumpkin patch over there where you could kind of make that as well, because I'm gonna turn that into a pumpkin patch. Or you could transform this little pond into a fishing area for me.
Which one should I do?
Honestly, it's up to you. Like all of it needs to be done. I know. I can't decide either. Because like I like your build, so I'm like whatever you do is gonna be good.
Aww. What should I do?
So
I'm gonna drown myself.
Giant crops or no, don't drown yourself. I need you to build for me.
I can't decide. It's too much pressure.
No, get out of the pond.
It's too overwhelming. I'm gonna drown. I have
pond.
stupid aqua affinity. Now I'm drowning
good,
faster.
You need to get out of there.
I'm drowning faster. I'm drowning faster.
Please.
Yes.
It. No, you're gonna respawn somewhere else, and
I cannot decide.
I need you to build for me. Come on, just make the decision. It's not that hard. Stop it! I see you taking damage. No. Okay.
How should we decide without me having to decide?
I mean, we can't flip a coin.
We can flip a beef.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
Oh, I've got it. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna build a small little wall, right? Actually, they're boxes, okay? They're boxes. So
Okay.
I'm building 2 small little boxes, and you're gonna have to pick a box, and something's gonna be inside it.
Okay.
One contains crops, the other contains the fishing pond.
Now I have to make a choice again.
I know, but this is an easier choice because you don't know.
I can't break blocks.
Okay, that was very anticlimactic, but you chose fishing pond.
Fishing pond!
Are you upset with that choice?
No, I'm not upset. I built the pond.
Okay, because I was gonna say, usually what I do with these situations is like, if I get the thing that and I feel disappointed, then the answer was the other thing all along. I don't know. What I would like in this space is kind of like the pond. I really like the shape of it kind of being a swirl like this. So maybe what you could do is like build out like a little water feature where the water flows from there.
Ooh.
You could just add a dock to it. You could add a little tiny fishing shack if you want, but as long as there's a dock and as long as this looks a lot more organic, then you're good to go.
I'm not gonna prank you, I swear.
Thanks. Yay, I'm so excited. This is gonna look so good.
So now we own all of this terracotta, which is going to be so helpful for our project. And we also have a fun pond building project to do. Drift said she's going to leave some resources for me, but I'm still just going to take a couple just in case I need more. And now we just have to find her base again because it was super far away. 10 years later, I finally found Drift's little town, and it looks like she left me some stuff. Oh, wait. Okay, there's another barrel. Ooh. Okay, that's basically all I need. And with the resources I brought, I think we can transform this and make a really cute little pond for Drift. The first thing I did was dig out the shape of the pond and get rid of all of those stony, gravelly blocks in the area. And this little pond is actually some sort of a water cave that goes down really deep, but I'm just gonna cover it up and pretend it's not there. And I also added some stony shores so we could add another layer of water on top of this. Drift wanted me to make a little swirly water stream that goes down into the pond, so I made a little stony platform where the water can flow down. She also wanted this to be an actual fishing pond, so I made a little dock and then a path leading up to a little wooden cottage that's gonna be a fishing hut. And even though it's really small, I tried to make it as detailed as possible. And now look at this beautiful little cozy area. I love it so much, but I think we need to decorate it way more. So we're gonna go back to our base and pick up some cozy decor. And we also gotta make a stop at a place that I've never really visited before. When you look on the map, there's this little slash in the ground that is very purple. It's a whole geode ravine kind of thing. And I'm not sure, but I think you can mine in there. Wait, there's an entrance over there. Exposed amethyst crag, a glittering sight to behold. Can I mine the blocks? No, I can't, but I can mine the crystals, right? Yes! Oh my gosh, we can mine the crystals. We can get infinite amethysts. And that's exactly what I need. Wait, are you actually kidding me? What? I just rode through Avid's base and there's a rat named Milk. Is that my lost rat? Wait, they're just like here? Randomly? This is so far from my base. Look, my base is over here. Hello? I'm just gonna take Milk home and then we're gonna go back to the pond. I got my rat back. That's the most random thing ever. And this time Milk is gonna go into my house so they cannot escape again. I just found 2 more animals in the wilderness. I don't know who owned them, but they're also lost in the woods. Poor little unnamed sheep. Drift has some cool forgotten magic lore in her village, so I was thinking maybe we could add some amethyst into the pond. So it's like there's still some magic lingering in the water, but nobody knows about it and to them it's just some magical crystals. Don't mind me adding more lore to Drift's base. I also added some lily pads and seagrass, and now this pond is looking super cool and magical because now there's lore. Lore pond. We should add more lore to the house. Okay, it's not really lore. I basically just pranked Drift because when you go in here, there's this empty room. And there's another door, and then there is a toilet. And behind the toilet is the water stream that goes down. So you can imagine where that water came from. Get pranked, Drift. We also have a nice pretty storage and some flowers. I hope Drift will like it. And I really hope she likes this little pond area, even though the entire pond is made from toilet water. And next to Drift's project, we still gotta work on our own project, so let's grab all of this terracotta. And we're also gonna need tons of coarse dirt. And then we're gonna need so much more. We gotta go to the resource world and search for some different biomes. This is the resource world today? I'm stranded in the ocean. There's literally no land around me. And I need to find a pale garden biome. I got a boat and I've just been rowing around. There's literally nothing here. And I also checked the seed and it literally doesn't have what I need. It doesn't have the biome. But well, we're not alone on this server, so maybe somebody else already has pale garden saplings. Please. Should we be really sneaky and break into other people's houses and see if they have the pale oak saplings? Don't mind me breaking into Drift's storage room. She has my head on display. Pale oak, pale oak. No, she doesn't have any. Let's sneak into Sausage's basement. Don't tell him, don't tell him. Oh my gosh, pale oak. Whoa. Okay, he grinded. Do you think it's okay if I just like borrow the saplings and then grow a bunch of trees and then hopefully get more saplings and then just return 4 saplings like nothing ever happened? Let's do it and not tell anybody. Okay, let's plant the saplings and then let's grow them. Oh wait, they lagged out. What the heck? Oh. Oh, I wish I could have taken them. That would have been so funny. I hope this is actually going to give me 4 saplings again. I even brought a fortune hose, so this might mean we get more saplings. 5 saplings. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine. Sausage won't kill me in the pit unless he finds out that I did this. And I would just return the 4 saplings like nothing ever happened. And now we can just grow the trees over and over and collect all of the wood because that's one of the blocks I'm going to need for my giant flowers. And I also need cherry wood, but luckily I have 2 cherry saplings. Or I would have stolen from Drift. I mean nothing. And cherry tree. And now we get all that lovely pink wood. I just accidentally spawned a cherry tree with a beehive. What the heck? It has bees too. I mean, that's kind of cute, right? We have another beehive for a little bee base. And now we got all of these resources ready. So now we just need to figure out the terracotta situation. Because we have terracotta, but I actually need to dye it green and lime green. I was just about to panic when I just saw these cacti next to my house. Since when have they been there? They're literally what I need. I'm just gonna smelt it down. I'm so glad I don't have to go to the horrible water resource world. Yay! And we get green dye. And if you mix it with white dye, you get lime dye. So we have everything we need. Now I just need to wait on them to grow again. Come on, grow. And I kind of grew bored of waiting for the cactus really fast. So I'm just gonna dig out another little area in my storage room. And then I'm gonna make a cactus farm. I made this little tunnel going to over here where the little cactus farm is. And hopefully it's gonna produce tons of cactus. Especially because other people live in the community, so the chunks are loaded when I am not online. Praise ding. What a timing that was. But the cactus farm was also really slow, so I went to the resource world and actually found a desert. Oh my gosh, and a mesa. Please have cactus. Oh, there's one singular cactus. I'm taking it. Maybe I should also grab some things from the mesa. Drift did give us tons of terracotta, but we're gonna need way more for the future. So I'm just gonna take everything from here, including the red sand. And now look at my resource world haul. We got so much cactus. That's definitely faster than waiting on the cactus farm, but we're definitely gonna need that farm in the future because we're gonna need way more resources. And now we're gonna get stacks upon stacks of green terracotta. And in the time it took to smelt over a stack of cactus and then craft all the colored terracotta, we got one singular cactus from the cactus farm. I mean, hey, it's working! Yay! But now we have all of the resources, so let's take it over to the garden, and then it's time to build. I gathered tons of coarse dirt so we can make this area a little bit more organic and elevated, because not everything should be on the same level. So let's just start by randomly placing some coarse dirt and making some little platforms. And now we have a lovely coarse dirt platform, and on this and around this is where I want to build my first flowers. Let's start by making a pink tulip, and let's just go up with the lime terracotta and then a cherry plank on top and then some stairs around it. And now we have the tulip stem and the blossom. And now we're just going to use the green terracotta to make giant leaves. And now look, we got a nice big tulip. Now we just got to build them all over this area. I want every single tulip to be unique, so they're going to have different sizes and different shapes. And sometimes the petals are going to be bigger, sometimes they're going to be smaller. And I basically made a giant field out of white and pink tulips. And it's already looking really cool so far. We have so many big tulips and we can walk underneath them. And it feels like I'm a tiny little bug. I also want to build a couple more tulips over there, so I grabbed some more terracotta and green dye. I want to grow so many tulips that it feels like somebody planted a giant field here. And now that we have all the tulips added in, it really feels like a giant flower field. I just went to get more cactus and milk is in my cactus farm. You could have died! Get out of there, you stupid rat! But we have 13 cactus! And here we witness a wild sausage farming resources behind my house. I'm not stalking him from my window, I'm not. He's literally behind my house. I'm just looking out the window. Okay, maybe I'm stalking him. Another thing we gotta do is just rip out some parts in the ground here because we have coarse dirt up here, so we gotta have some coarse dirt down here too. But I still want to keep a couple grass patches here and there. And now we got some coarse dirt patches, but I think we need some other earthy blocks too. I was thinking maybe we could use podzol. I literally never use it, but a garden is the perfect opportunity because it looks like fertilized soil. And we have 4 spruce saplings in here. This is perfect. Let's just plant this in my garden and then we can clean up the mess later. Let's bone meal and... hello? I swear there's a lag. These garden grounds are cursed. It's a curse. Okay, I relogged and now it's there. Witchcraft. Now let's just mine a bunch of this using my Silk Touch pickaxe because I don't have Silk Touch on my shovel. And then we just add like a little bit to it, just like a little bit. And I also planted grass everywhere in between the tulips. And I wasted like 3 stacks of bone meal to make tall grass. But I think it's worth it because now it's super overgrown. And I also added some bigger stones and boulders here. So now this area really looks like a detailed garden. Just super mega giant. And these are just the early beginnings of bringing this entire garden to life. We're gonna have so many giant flowers and other cool secret things that I'm planning. And so much lore. And I just discovered you can parkour on the tulip leaves. You know, when this becomes a dungeon, this could be some sort of secret parkour where you can climb on top of the wall and then go to some secret location. I have so many cool ideas already. I really hope you like the flowers, and I hope you're as excited as me for the future of this giant garden. I'll see you next time. Bye!